Honestly, I think this is probably the most humiliating experience of my life. Our very own sons are producing the Boy Scout show, and what am I? A wardrobe mistress. If you think that's humiliating, how would you like to be the wardrobe mistress's assistant? Well, the whole thing is just incredible. You and I, the stars of last year's show, not even on the program this year. Who would believe it? Anyone who saw last year's show. You know what burns me up? Just because Ethel Merman is in the show, everybody in Danfield auditioned. And who were the first two to audition? That well-known team of Lucille Carmichael and Vivian Bagley. Well, that's different. We've got talent. You know what really burns me up is the way Ethel decided who would be in the show. She drew the names out of a hat. It was all fair and square. Well, she sure picked a rotten time to be fair and square. Oh, for heaven's sake, Lucy, give me that jacket. Nothing's been right since she moved in here. I'm just getting a little bit tired of the high-handed way that she... Oh, Ethel, darling.
Hi, Lucy.
Hi.
Listen, I want to ask your opinion about something.
Oh, what?
Well, the Scoutmaster has an idea that I should sing Red, Red Robin, and the Cub Scouts could be in costume and then do a little dance around me while I sing. Jerry, Sherman, come on down. Come on.
Oh, look at that. Well.
Come on now, let's get set now. Get your feathers up, all right? Ready? All right, here we go. When the red, red robin comes bobbing along, there'll be no more sobbing when he starts robbing his old sweet song. It's corny, but cute. I want to ask your opinion.
Yeah, oh, I know. You want to know if I think the number will play?
No, I want to know if you can make 24 Robin costumes by Saturday.
Oh, well, I don't know. 24 costumes in 3 days. That's 8 Robins a day.
Well, I'm not asking you to do it all by hand. What if I get you a sewing machine? Would that help any?
Why not?
That's the spirit that I like. Most people would be grumbling because they're not out there in front of the footlights. But all you think of is the good of the show.
Yeah, that's about all I think of. Just the good of the show.
Well, boys, you're the producers. Is the number in?
I think it's good. I think it will stop the show.
Okay, then the number is in. Now go on upstairs and take off your costumes. We have to go over to the auditorium.
Okay, Miss Merman. Okay, Miss Merman. We'll hurry, Miss Merman.
Okay, Miss Merman. Thank you, Miss Merman. Okay, Miss Merman. Merman. That's all anybody talks about around here. You'd think she was the biggest star on Broadway. She is.
Come on, let's get busy. We gotta make 24 Robins.
Yeah, just standing here talking has put us half a Robin behind already.
I have a big problem. Where's Miss Merman?
She's up in her room.
Oh. Miss Merman?
Hi, Mr. Mooney.
Miss Merman, my daughter Rosemary, the one who lives over in Trenton, New Jersey, just went to the hospital. She's going to have my first grandchild.
Congratulations, that's wonderful.
Congratulations, that's marvelous.
Congratulations, that's a shame.
Shame?
It's a shame you and Mrs. Mooney won't be here Saturday night. You won't be able to be in the show, and Viv and I'll have to take your place.
Mrs. Mooney is perfectly capable of getting to Trenton by herself. I have no intention of going.
What kind of a grandfather are you?
Any grandchild of mine would want the show to go on.
Oh, now, Mr. Mooney, wouldn't you like to be with your daughter?
Well, of course. But I wouldn't dream of letting Miss Merman down. Now, here's my problem. Who am I going to get to be my new partner?
Me.
Me.
I asked her.
Please, now, wait a minute, girls. I tell you what we'll do. I'll write the names down and put them in a hat and draw one out.
Oh, goody. She's going to be fair and square. At least this time, one of us will win.
There. Vivian, Lucy. And the winner is... Vivian!
Oh, Mr. Mooney. Oh, what number are
are we going to do?
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Oh, tiptoe through the tulips. I know every word of that song.
good.
Oh, listen. Oh, Lucy, the rehearsal was simply marvelous, darling. Is my costume pressed yet?
No, I've been a little busy with my fine feathered friends.
Why, Lucy, you only have 5 robins finished.
I know, and I'm lucky to have those done on this old wreck.
You'd better hurry.
I know, I gotta get this relic back to the Betsy Ross Museum.
Now, Lucy, that machine isn't that old.
It isn't. When I looked at the bobbin, it was full of red, white, and blue thread. Say, Viv, by any chance, did anybody drop out of the show today, for sickness or anything?
Oh, no. We're a very healthy little company.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear that.
Oh, Lucy, we're having our dress rehearsal tonight. So, do my costume right away.
I'll do it as soon as I sweep the chimney, wicked stepsister. When the ba comes, ba.
Hi, Lucy. How are the robin costumes coming along?
Oh, fine, except that I'm running out of beaks.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get you some more. Say the rehearsal went great. Everybody's raving about your costumes.
Thank you.
Lucy, are you crying?
Oh, no, I'm not crying.
But you are crying.
No, I'm not crying.
What's the matter?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, I do.
Well, you see, Ethel, all my life I've wanted to be in show business.
Really?
Yes, really. When I found out that you were going to be in the show, I knew that the show would be wonderful, and I wanted to be in it more than anything else in the world.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I wanted to be a performer. But instead of that, what am I? I'm an assembly line for birds.
Oh, I feel like a big monster.
Oh, you mustn't blame yourself, Ethel.
No, it's all my fault.
No, it's
Yes, it was my dumb idea to put the names in a hat.
Well, you were just trying to be fair and square. You see, all my life I've just wanted to be discovered. I've always wanted to see my name up in lights. LUCILLECHAEL.
Oh, kid, when you get to Broadway, you got to get a shorter name.
Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't cry about it. After all, show business isn't the only thing in the world.
It isn't?
Yes, it is.
What's going on down here? What are you two crying about?
Oh, Lucy had her name in lights, and I pulled out the plug.
Lucille had her name in lights?
Oh, shut up.
Hey, I have an idea. I know how Lucy could be in the show.
How?
Well, the show is too long to add anything, so you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to cut one of my songs, and you can go on instead.
Oh, Ethel. Lucille wouldn't let you cut one of your songs just so she could be in the show. Would you, Lucy?
Well...
Lucy.
How about you and I doing a number together, Lucy?
Oh, Lucille singing a duet with the great Ethel Merman? She hasn't that much gall, have you, Lucy?
Well...
Lucille!
What duet could we do, Ethel?
Oh, now, wait just a minute. If she's going to sing with you, so am I.
You've got a number to do with Mr. Mooney.
Oh, he can just tiptoe through those tulips by himself.
Say, I know a big number that everybody could be in, including Well, I don't know yet, but I'll think of something.
Thank you, Sherman Bagley. You were sensational. In just a moment, we'll bring you our big production number. But first, if there are 3 flies in the kitchen, which one is the cowboy? The one on the range. Well, so much for humor. And now for our spectacular production number.
No business like show business like no business I know.
Everything about it is appealing.
Everything the traffic will allow.
Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow.
There's no business like show business. That's perfectly true. And so tonight, we want to present show business through the years, starting with the granddaddy of them all, vaudeville. Now, in those days, every bill had a dog act, acrobats, a singer who played a banjo, and, of course, a juggler.
And of course, no evening of vaudeville was complete without somebody doing their interpretation of the old song and dance.
Tiptoe to your window, to your window. That is where I'll be on tiptoe through the tulips with me. Tiptoe from your pillow to the shadow of the willow tree and tiptoe through the tulips with me.
In flowers we'll stray, we'll kill the showers away.
And if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, will you pardon me and tiptoe through the tulips with me?
Vaudeville was the only kind of show business for many years. But one day, along came the flickers, better known as silent movies.
And after the silent pictures came the talking.
On the good ship, lollipop, little sweet trip to a candy shop where bonbons play. On the sunny beach, a peppermint bay. Lemonade stand everywhere, cracker jack band fill the air, and there you are, happy landing on a chocolate bar.
Meanwhile, on Broadway, the musical comedy was going strong. The plots weren't much. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl. But nobody seemed to care because the music was the main thing.
Oh, boy, we sure were lucky to land jobs in the chorus of a Broadway musical, weren't we, girl?
Yeah, you said a mouthful, kiddo.
Oh, look, here comes our handsome leading man. Isn't he something?
Oh, he's the cat's meow.
Girls, have you heard the news? No. Well, tonight, right after the show, the entire cast is invited to a party aboard a millionaire's yacht.
Oh, wait till I go and tell the rest of the girls.
I don't believe I've seen you before.
Well, I just joined the show yesterday.
You did?
Yes, I did.
I love you. I love you. That's all that I can say.
I love you.
Oh, happy day. Oh.
Come along, sweetheart.
Who are you?
My daddy put up all the money to back the show.
I'd better go. I'm not thinking of myself, but if the show closes, what happens to all you kids in the chorus?
Am I blue? Am I blue? Ain't these tears in these eyes telling you?
Darling, our troubles are over. A rich uncle left me $1 million. I can keep the show open by myself.
Oh, goody! I got the boy.
I got the girl.
And what have you got?
I got rhythm. I got music. I got my man who could ask for anything more. Who could ask for anything more?
Along about this time, people started gathering around and listening to a little box full of tubes and wires. And the big entertainment craze was radio.
All right, all right. Round and round she goes. And where she stops, nobody knows. From Altoona, Pennsylvania, our next contestant, a lady saxophone player, and her rendition of Glow Worm.
and everybody started staying home because show business was right in their living room. One of the biggest hits was the Ed Sullivan Show. It was on this show that brand new forms of entertainment were seen for the first time by the American audiences.
Today, if you're lucky enough to get tickets to a big Broadway hit, say Gypsy, you would see the curtains part, and standing center stage would be Ethel Merman singing...
You'll be swell. You'll be great. Gonna have the whole world on a plate. Start here. Start now. Honey, everything's coming up roses. Clear the deck. Clear the track. You got nothing to do.
There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will go.
You may be stranded out in the cold.
But still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show.
Well, here we are. This is the place you want us to buy? Yeah, what do you think of it? Oh, we must have the wrong address. No, this is it, Four Corners Cafe. But the ad says for sale, beautiful restaurant, great location, real moneymaker, A1 condition. Well, now, let's not get hasty. This place has lots of possibilities. All it needs is someone with imagination. Then they should sell it to the man who wrote this ad. Now, Viv, I just have a hunch that this is the business opportunity you and I have been waiting for. Lucy, we can't go into the restaurant business. You have to know all about cooking. You have to know all about what the public likes to eat. Well, then it's perfect for us. Nobody cooks like I do. Nobody eats like you do. Thanks. Oh, Viv, I just mean that we know all about food. There's nothing I can't cook, and there's nothing you won't eat. You're not making it any better. Oh, don't be so touchy, just when we're going to be partners. Now, just a minute, Lucille. Just a minute. I haven't agreed to be your partner yet. Oh, Viv, the Four Corners Cafe. I expected it to be at a big, busy intersection, and here it is way out in the middle of nowhere. Viv, I'm just amazed that you don't realize what a wonderful opportunity this is for us, and all we have to do is put $1,000 down the drain. Oh, honestly. Lucy, you know, you seem to be overlooking one rather large detail. What's that? Where in the world are you and I going to get $1,000? Mr. Mooney is meeting us here, and if he likes the place, he is going to see to it that I get a bank loan for my $500, and you can take your $500 out of your nest egg. Oh, no, you don't. I'm not going to let you get your sticky little fingers on my nest egg. That's my security. Viv, I think you're being very short-sighted. Now, let's just wait till Mr. Mooney gets here, and you just see how enthusiastic he's going to be about this place. Okay? Hello.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, Mr. Mooney.
Goodbye, ladies.
Mooney.
Yes.
The least you could do is have the courtesy to tell us what's wrong with it.
If I told you what's wrong with it, I wouldn't be courteous.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, you are a banker, and you don't seem to understand one of the basic fundamentals of business.
And just what is that?
You have to spend money to make money.
Then you should be the richest woman in the world. Now, ladies, if you will excuse me, I have to get back to the bath. If my bloodhound hasn't lost the scent...
Well,
looks like we're not going to be in the restaurant business.
Oh, I sure hate to let this opportunity of a lifetime slip through our fingers.
I'm afraid we'll have to, unless one of us has a rich uncle who's going to leave us money in his will.
Wait a minute. I know an uncle I can get the money from.
Who?
Uncle Sam.
Sam. I never heard you mention him. Is he on your mother's side?
No, I mean the government. We were in the waves. We're entitled to a GI loan.
We are?
Sure, everybody that served their country's entitled to a GI loan if they want one.
Is typing 8 hours a day in the Navy purchasing department considered serving your country?
Certainly it is. If we hadn't typed those requisitions to order those nuts and bolts, to build those ships, to take those troops overseas, we never would have won that war.
You know, the way you make it sound, I'm surprised they didn't make us admirals.
Anyway, I know we're entitled, and all we have to do is write to the Veterans Administration. Apply for the loan, wait a couple weeks, and we'll have our $1,000.
I didn't know that.
Sure.
That sounds pretty simple.
Well, what do you say? Shall we do it?
Why not?
Okay, come on. I'll write the letter right away.
Good.
Oh, wait. Oh, I just had a horrible thought.
What?
What if somebody buys this place before we get our money from the government?
Oh, they wouldn't do that to a couple of veterans.
Now, they might. We better buy this place right now. We'll take $1,000 from your nest egg, and we'll put it back after we get the GI loan.
That's great, yeah.
Okay.
We'll take the $1,000 from my nest egg, and then we'll put it...
Oh, no, you don't. But your money is perfectly safe. Or are you trying to tell me that you don't trust the United States government?
Oh, no, it isn't that.
Well, I should hope not. Now, let's get over to that real estate office and settle this deal.
Yeah. Well, Lucy, here we are in the restaurant business. We haven't had one single customer.
Well, now, honey, we have to be patient. After all, we've only been open 5 days.
Oh, I should have known better.
Well, first few days, folks probably thought we were jams, so everybody stayed away because they hate crowds.
Well, let's get in touch with those folks, because if they hate crowds, they're going to love it here.
You know, Viv, we were very lucky to find a couple like Herbert and Olga. As soon as people taste Olga's wonderful cooking, we'll build a reputation by word of mouth.
Well, now, first we got to get a mouth in here to get a word out of.
Well, now, we have a lot of friends.
A lot of friends. Where are they?
Well, we have 2 good friends that sent us those 2 horseshoes of flowers.
Lucy,
What?
we have one good friend. I sent that one.
We don't have any good friends. I sent the other one. Wait a minute. Here comes somebody.
Yes?
Herbert! Olga!
Yes?
There's a customer coming! Places, everybody! Places!
Everybody's
Get
gone.
behind the cash
The cash
register!
register.
Where are the menus? What did I do with the menus?
The menus.
Oh, here they are. He's getting out of the car.
Oh, pooh. What's the matter?
He looked at his back tire and drove off.
At ease, everybody.
That's the closest I've been to a tip in 5 days.
I got a tip for you. If anybody ever does come in here, push the lobster. In 1 more day, he has to go bye-bye.
Well, I guess we better take some lobster home for dinner.
You know, we've been eating very well. Last night, beef stroganoff, and the night before that, duckling with orange sauce.
I know. Jerry claims he's the only kid in the neighborhood with the gout. I think I hear another car.
You don't.
Yes? Herbert, Olga,
Yes?
get your places!
Places?
Yes, places, everybody! Oh, back in the cash register! There, I got the menus.
I'd almost forgotten what a customer looks like.
How do you do, sir? Welcome to the Four Corners Cafe.
All of our tables are reserved, but I'm sure we can squeeze you in.
Yes, number 12 is free. And what would you like, sir?
I'd like to give you a special delivery letter.
Well, you want wasn't a big spender, but he was neat. Look at that napkin. Not a wrinkle.
Oh, dear. Oh, cheer up, Viv. This'll cheer you up. This is from the Veterans Administration.
Good.
Dear Mrs. Carmichael and Mrs. Bagley, regarding your application for a GI loan to go into business, we regret that we...
We regret what? What do they regret, Lucy?
Well, they regret that they haven't written us sooner and so on and so forth. Yours very truly, John Foley, Jr.
What's that so on and so forth
Oh,
business?
you know, usual government red tape.
Lucy, do we get the loan or don't we?
Well, expiration of benefits is 10 years after date of discharge, plus 1 additional year extension for every 3 months in wartime service.
What does that mean?
Well, it means our eligibility for a loan ran out last week. Viv? Viv? Oh, Viv. Viv, say something.
You make me sick.
Let's not get nasty over a slight error.
A slight error. Thanks to you, I've spent $1,000. And what have I got to show for it? A lobster who's on his last claws.
You got a lot more for your money than that. What about the beef stroganoff and the duckling with the orange sauce?
Look, Lucy, if I want to spend $1,000 for a meal, I'll rent a couple of togas and fly in Cary Grant for a Roman banquet.
Well, you don't have to get huffy. Wait a minute. Do you know where we made our big mistake?
Yes. Deciding to live together 6 years ago.
No, I mean, if we should have changed the name of this place. We should have given it a whole new look. People probably think it's the same old Four Corners Cafe. How about making it a Spanish restaurant?
Great. We'll call it El Fiasco.
Oh, all right. Now, look, Viv, your only chance to get your money back is to make this place a success. Now, come on, help me think. What's it going to be? Think! What are we going to call it?
Well, Lucy, that was another brilliant idea of yours. Turning this place into a gypsy tea room.
Well, you got to admit it looks cute.
Cute it is, but it's been 2 days and we have still to have our first customer. You'd think at least a gypsy would drop in, if only to steal.
I hear a car. Somebody's coming.
They are?
Herbert, Olga, places, everybody.
Yes.
Places, listen. Remember now, seat the customer and let us know. We'll make our entrance.
Herbie, push the Hungarian goulash.
The Hungarian goulash. Welcome to the Gypsy Tea Room.
We'd like to see the owners.
They'll be with you in a minute. Would you like to sit down?
Well, okay. Tell me, how's business?
Great. All the gypsy truck drivers eat here.
Glad to hear that.
Well, would you care to have your palm read?
No, we
It
just...
comes with the dinner. Ah, this is very interesting. According to this line, I see that you are about to come into a very large sum of money.
Good, because we came here to collect for the money you owe us for the linen supplies.
Oh, well, according to this other line, I see that you are very patient and you are willing to wait until we get it.
Lady, you are a very bad fortune teller. Okay, Charlie, let's go. Pardon me, lady.
Gypsy, sweetheart?
How could he do that?
It was simple. We didn't pay his bill.
I mean, how could he do that without breaking the dishes?
Oh, Lucy, for heaven's sake. Well, we might as well board up the place and go into bankruptcy.
Now listen, Viv, staying in business is our only chance to get your money back. I'm only thinking of you.
Oh, thanks a heap.
I guess I just overestimated the gypsy craze.
I'll say you did. You're lucky I'm not a real gypsy, or I'd put a curse on you.
Well, we'll just have to think of some other decor.
Oh,
Hey, I know. People in this part of the country just love anything that's early American. We'll make this into the Colonial Inn. Hey, Viv, we'll put muskets up here, pewter mugs and powder horns and things all over the wall, and we'll dress in costumes of the period. We'll dress as George and Martha Washington.
The way my luck is running, I've got a pretty good idea who gets to be George.
No, Viv, dear, because you've had a few little setbacks, you get to be Martha.
You're all heart. Well, what do you say now, George? We did the whole place over. We don't have any more customers than we had before.
Well, let's put it this way. We don't have any less.
You know something? The first time you reached for my nest egg, I should have pecked you to death.
Is that any way to talk to the father of your country?
We'd like to talk to you, General Washington.
What about?
So far, we haven't seen 1 cent of our salary.
We'd like our mustering out pay.
Now, if you'll just give me a little more time.
Now, look. Do you have the money or don't you? And we want the truth.
Well, in this get-up, I could hardly tell a lie.
Okay. We quit.
Oh, can't you just stay a little longer? We're bound to get a customer soon.
Well, if you do, push the Yankee pot roast. And Martha, take my advice and close up this joint and open up a candy store.
You know, I didn't think things could get any worse, but I was wrong. Not only do we have no customers, now we have no waiter and no cook.
I don't think they're allowed to leave like that. That constitutes desertion.
Oh, give up, General. We're finished.
Oh, no, we're not. There's a car pulling up. And a lot of people are getting out.
Probably some more bill collectors.
Bill collectors don't bring their dates.
Dates?
Viv, there's a man out there who writes a society column for the Danfield Tribune. Yes? If we can impress him, we got it made.
Oh, boy.
Places, everybody!
Wait a minute. We can't do that. We can't impress him. We don't have a cook or a waiter.
Well, you get out there and cook.
All right. Oh, I don't know how to be a restaurant cook.
Oh, all right. I'll cook and you wait on table.
I don't know how to be a waiter.
Well, what do you know how to do?
I know how to throw away $1,000.
Get out there now. This is important. Now, go on. Cook. Welcome to the Colonial Inn. A party of,
6.
6. Do you have a reservation, sir?
No.
Well, we can always accommodate you, Mr. Dutton. This way, please. There we are. Pardon me. There we are. I'm curious, sir. How did you find our little place?
I didn't. We were driving over to Ridgebury and the bridge was out.
Oh, well, I guess that's as good a way as any.
Lucy.
Yes? Pardon me. What's the matter? I'm just taking their orders.
Herbert says he's going to take the food in place of their salaries.
They can't do that.
That's what I told them.
Well, go back and tell them again. Have you decided what you want to order?
What do you recommend?
Well, Yankee pot roast.
No, I had pot roast for lunch.
Oh. Well, everything is good. A lot of people in town just love our roast turkey.
Sounds good to me.
1 roast turkey.
We'll have the turkey, too.
2.
That sounds good to me.
3.
Why don't you just bring us 6 turkey
6 roast turkeys. Now you have choice of soup, salad, and dessert. I just remembered we had quite a run on turkey. How about some delicious baked ham?
Oh, all right. We're in a hurry. I guess ham will be fine. Why don't you make it 6 ham dinners?
6 ham dinners. You still have a choice of soup, salad, and dessert. Bye, George. We just had a run on ham, too.
Oh, no. Well, let's see now. How's your roast beef?
Oh, it's delicious. But we're out of it.
What do you have?
Yankee pot roast.
Oh, all right. Yankee pot roast for all of us.
6 Yankee pot roasts and 6 nice salads. Yes, sir. Viv, dear, 6 Yankee pot roasts and 6 nice salads.
Waitress, while we're waiting, we'd like some wine.
Some wine, sir. Oh, of course. And because you've been so patient, it's on the house.
Well, thank you.
Pardon me. Why did you do that? I thought I was doing you a favor. You just lost us the only customers we've ever had. Or ever will have, probably. What are you crying about? It was my $1,000.
This must be the way it looked the day George left home to cross the Delaware.
Why, Mr. Mooney?
I bring good news.
Well, brother, we could sure use some. Yeah.
First, Mrs. Bagley, here is Mrs. Carmichael's check for her half of the investment.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, yes, he does.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Oh, yes, he does. Now, Mrs. Bagley, Mrs. Carmichael owns half this place, right?
Right.
Then I can tell you my good news. You know the new road they're putting through to New Rochelle?
Yes?
Well, they are going to bypass Brewster and tunnel right through Stone Mountain.
So?
So, when the tunnel is completed, there will be a 6-lane highway filled with hungry motorists going right past your front door.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is good news.
Oh, when are they going going to start tunneling?
Well, they tell me they will start blasting through the mountain any day.
Well, Viv, what do you think of our little investment now?
I'll never doubt your business judgment again, girl.
Now, maybe you ladies would like to consider a very generous offer. I will give you $500 apiece for a third interest in this place.
Nothing doing. What was that?
They're starting to blast. We're going to be reached sooner than we thought.
Ladies, you'd better accept my generous offer.
No, thank you, Mr. Mooney. Sorry.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, now about that generous offer. Hurry up, Mr. Mooney, we don't want to be greedy.
Oh, dear. I forgot to buy something.
What was it?
I don't know, but I must have forgotten something. I still have $1 left.
It'll be $1 for 3 weeks.
Oh, now, Viv, give me that. I need it. That's all the money I have until Mr. Mooney gives me my allowance next month.
Well, okay. You were almost mine there for a minute, George.
Thanks.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, honey.
Mom,
What?
I just counted my money, and all I need is $2.10, and I have $30 whole.
Well, that's wonderful, honey.
That will be my half of the deal.
Deal?
Remember, last summer you said if I saved 30, you'd add 30, and we'd have enough.
Well, yeah, that's right. Sure, with your 30 and my 30, we'll have enough, all right.
So maybe we can go into New York next Saturday and buy it.
Buy what?
A tuba.
A tuba? Oh, yes, of course, a tuba.
Boy, I'm gonna have a brand new second-hand tuba. And I'm gonna take lessons. And one of these days I'll get to play in the school band.
Of course you will, dear.
You know, Mom, this might be the turning point of my entire life.
Where did he get all that money? Running errands and saving out of his allowance. It's just my luck to have an industrious son.
Yep, it's too bad he didn't take after you.
Viv, Jerry has got his heart set on going into New York Saturday to buy that tuba. Now, where am I going to get the money?
Don't look at me.
Well, looks like it's back to the help wanted columns. Where's that paper?
Right there.
Oh. Here we are. Oh, listen to this. Airline stewardess wanted. Oh, darn, it's not for me. You have to be between 20 and 27.
Yeah, you're at that awkward age. Too old for a stewardess and too young for Social Security.
Ooh, hey, maybe I found something. Part-time job, no knowledge of banking required. Apply Mr. Mooney, Danfield Bank. That's it.
You gotta be kidding. Mr. Mooney give you a job?
Well, he handles my finances. He certainly knows that I need money. I'll bet he'd be glad to let me work in his bank.
Work with him in his bank?
Well, why not?
Oh, look, the way Mr. Mooney feels about you, he practically hands you your allowance through the night deposit slot.
Now, Viv, he just pretends to be a grumpy old tightwad because he doesn't want me to spend too much money. Underneath, he's a real sweetheart.
You really believe that?
No.
Will you all gather around, please? Come out from behind there. Before the bank opens, I want to show you a new safety device. Would you step over that way, please? Now then, although you can't detect it, directly below each teller's window, there is a trap door. And under the counter behind each window is a button which controls each door. And now over there by my desk are some more buttons. Now, if a masked bandit walks up to a teller's window, whips out a gun, and demands all the cash on hand, all the teller has to do is press the button. Now, those buttons over by my desk, I will press in case any of you tellers chicken out. George, will you press button A, please? Now, watch carefully. Watch the floor in front of the window. See? It opens. And until the police arrive, our thug is snug as a bug.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, that's just great. That's the cleverest thing I've ever seen.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's my own invention. Yes. Yes, I call it Mooney's Hide-a-Hood.
Oh.
You bring it up now, George. Thank you for your attention, and it's time to open the bank. Another day, another dollar. You can open the door now.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, it's you, Miss Carmichael. What can I do for you?
It's about your ad in the Danfield Tribune.
You know someone who wants the job.
Yes.
What's the name?
Lucille Carmichael.
Let me write that down. Lucille Carmichael. When she gets here, you have her come over to my desk, and we'll just... Lucille Carmichael!
Yes, sir, I'm just the one to fill that job.
Oh, no, you're not.
Mr. Mooney, I don't know why you say that. After all, the ad says no knowledge of banking required.
There you have me. You have about as little knowledge of banking as anyone I ever met.
Well, okay, then. Do I get the job?
No. Good day.
Mr. Mooney, please, when you hear why I want the job, I'm sure you'll change your mind.
Oh, no, I won't.
I need money.
Well, surprise.
I want to buy a tuba.
A tuba?
Yes, sir, it's for Jerry. I promised to help him buy a tuba.
Sorry?
All right, then, you leave me very little choice. I am just going to have to pester you until you give me an advance on my allowance. I'm going to nag you, I'm going to hound you, and I'm not going to give you a minute's peace. And you know I can do it, too. And I'm going to start right now. I need $30. I need $30, and I need it right now. And I'm not leaving this bank until I get it. And if I don't get it, I'm going to hold my breath.
Yeah, please! I know when I'm licked. The job's yours.
I told Viv that you were a real sweetheart.
Ugh.
Pardon me, sir.
Yes?
Do you have a savings account with our bank?
Why, no, I don't.
Oh, well, then could I have a moment of your time, please?
Why, certainly.
The Danfield Bank is very eager for you to open a savings account with them. Now, the Danfield Bank has assets of over $8 million and has been established since 1899, 65 years longer than any other bank in town. So, if you open your account today, to show our gratitude, we will give you this free toaster. Now, do it today, sir. You never know when an opportunity like this will pop up again. Now, you take this, sir, go to the first window, make your deposit, bring it back to me, and I will give you your toaster.
I'll think it over.
Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, yes, sir.
Just what is the meaning of that pop-up passbook?
Well, I just thought it would give the promotion a little pizzazz.
65-year-old banks frown on pizzazz.
Well, sir, I just thought that a cute approach might help.
And how many new accounts have you gotten with this cute approach?
Well, I did a lot better than I did yesterday.
Well, that shouldn't be difficult because you didn't get any yesterday. Now, just how many new accounts have you signed today?
Actually none. But I had 2 maybes, 3 I'd like to think it overs, and 1 sure prospect. As soon as he goes home and asks his mother.
Fine. Well, now, let's just forget this pop-up scheme here, shall we?
Mr. Mooney,
And now what?
could I use your phone, please?
Is it personal or business?
Oh, no, sir, it's business. Mrs. Bagley promised to come in today and transfer all of her savings from her New York bank, and I can't imagine what's keeping her.
Very well.
Oh, thank you. Is this the button I push for an outside line?
Not that one! Those are the phone buttons.
Well, what are those others?
That is a secret.
Oh, I love secrets.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. This information can be revealed only to employees.
Well, I'm an employee.
You are a part-time employee. And unfortunately, you are a full-time blabbermouth. Well, Mrs. Carmichael, now you know our little secret.
Is that to catch robbers?
No, no. We put branches over it and trap tigers.
Well, now, it isn't my fault. You should have taken me into your confidence. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to call Vivian. Hello. Viv, I thought you promised to come down to the bank today. I did. Well, hurry up. I need you. Where have you been? Now, come on over here and get your passbook.
Lucy, wait a minute.
What?
I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing.
But, Viv, you promised.
I know I did, and I'd like to help you out, but, well, when I went to take my savings out of the Murray Hill Bank, I felt kind of funny. After all, my money's been in there for 20 years. That bank seems like an old friend.
Well, I'm an old friend, too.
Well, I know that, Lucy, but,
Look at it this way, Viv. When you have a big date, does the Murray Hill Bank let you borrow its velvet evening coat?
No. No. But that bank seems so secure. Are you sure my money will be safe in this bank?
Oh, Viv, as safe as in your mother's money belt.
Well, I don't know, Lucy.
Look,
It's been a long...
Now, wait a minute. If that's what you're worried about, can you keep a secret? Come on in there. You see those buttons there?
Uh-huh.
Now, look. If this bank is being held up, all somebody has to do is push one of those buttons, a trap door opens, and they dump the robbers into the hole.
You just made that up to try to convince me.
No, I didn't, Viv. It's the truth. Now, you can take my word for it. Now, come on and get your passbook.
It really works, Lucy. It really works.
from a New York bank to your bank, Mr. Mooney. Now, Mrs. Bagley, if you step right over here, we'll take care of this transaction.
Want some more coffee, Lucy?
No, thanks. I'll be late for work. I'm in enough trouble already. If I don't get a new account for that bank today, I'm going to be fired. I just know it.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. All I know is I've got to get a new account for that bank today. Ooh, I gotta go.
Me too. Where are you going? Back to bed.
Oh. Well, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Well, frankly, not too good. That's why I'm calling. I want you to do me a big favor.
Oh, well, I'll do what I can. What is it?
Well, I want you to draw all your savings out of the Danfield Bank this morning and redeposit them this afternoon.
Lucy, that sounds crazy even for you.
Listen, if you open a new account, you get a free toaster.
Oh, really? Well, I could use a new toaster.
Then you'll do it?
Is it legal?
Well, let me put it this way. It's not illegal.
All right, I'll do it.
Oh, good girl. But listen, we better keep it a secret. Sometimes Mr. Mooney doesn't see things the way I do.
Okay.
All right, thanks a lot, dear. I gotta run. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Hello.
Thelma, this is Audrey. Listen, I'll be a little late picking you up for the meeting. I have to stop by the bank.
What's the matter? Did one of your checks bounce?
No, one of my checks didn't bounce. I have to draw out all my savings.
Why on earth are you going to do that?
Well, it's because of Lucy. Things aren't going well at the bank, and she wants me to... Oh, dear. I wasn't supposed to tell that.
Tell what?
Well, it's a secret.
Oh, that's never stopped you before.
I'm sorry, Thelma. I can't say any more about it. I'll see you about 10:30. Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello, Kathleen.
Uh-huh.
Kathleen, this is Thelma. We're going to be a little late getting to your house. Audrey has to go by the bank.
Oh, why can't she do it this afternoon?
Well, I don't know. She just said she was going to draw out all her savings, and apparently she wanted to do it right away.
Well, what on earth does she want to do that for? She's been banking there for 15 years.
Oh, it was something Lucy wanted her to do. She said Lucy told her things weren't going well at the bank.
Wait a minute. Lucy works at the bank, and she told Audrey to draw her savings out in a hurry? Do you know what that means?
What?
The bank is going to fail.
Oh, no!
Now, listen, we've got to hang up and tell our friends. Only close friends. Yes.
Hello.
Viv, Charlie has the car. Can you give me a ride to the bank?
Well, sure. What's your big hurry?
Oh, I see. You've got yours, so why worry about anybody else?
What are you talking about?
You mean you don't know about the Danfield Bank?
What about the Danfield Bank?
It's going under.
It can't. It can't. All of my life savings are in that bank. It just can't go under.
You mean Lucy didn't tell you?
No, she didn't. Oh, I shouldn't. I'll pick you up in a couple of minutes. Oh, I never should have listened to that girl. I know. Oh, dear. Why did I listen? Why did I listen? Thelma, what are you doing here?
The same thing you're doing here.
Thanks a lot, Lucille.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know very well what I'm talking about. It's 1933 all over again. I'm with her.
Viv, what's the matter with you?
Yes, what's all this 1933 business?
As if you didn't know.
I'm really surprised at you, Lucy, not even telling your best friend.
Tell you what, that the bank is failing. The bank is failing.
Oh, that's preposterous. Of course the bank isn't failing. Why would you say such a thing?
Kathleen told me.
Selma told me. Well, Audrey told me she was taking all of her savings out.
Well, Lucy told me to.
And who told you, Chicken Little?
I only asked her to take her savings out and put them back in so I could get a new account for the bank and I could keep my job and make enough money to buy Jerry his tuba. Remember, papa, papa, papa.
Oh, no. No, I can't understand where all these people are coming from.
You girls didn't tell anybody else, did you?
Oh, no, Lucy, you know us.
It's all over town.
Oh, this is getting serious. Oh, hey, take it easy. Don't get excited. Take it easy. You know what this is? It's a run on the bank. What am I going to... I better get my money out. Do it.
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
What?
Mr. Mooney, I'm terribly sorry. It's all my fault. I'll bet you'd like to kill me.
It's a date right after the bank failed.
Look, Mr. Mooney, we gotta think of something, some way to stop this.
What I wouldn't give to have a hold-up man come in here.
Why?
Well, at least he'd scare everybody out of the place. But where can you find a good bank bandit when you need one?
Wait a minute, you made me lose my place in line. This is my place.
I need help.
Well, if you make me lose my savings, you're really gonna need my help.
This is more important than your savings. We may be able to save the whole bank.
And how are you going to do that?
Come on, I'll explain on the way.
Okay, everybody, this is the stick-up. Okay, everybody, reach for the sky. All right, this is the stick-up.
Okay, lady, this is a stick-up.
Look, buddy, if you want money, you wait in line like everybody else.
Hands up. Everybody get their hands up. Hands up right now. Stick 'em up, stick 'em up.
Yeah, reach for the sky.
That's it.
Get him up there. You too, Copper. Get his gat, Sam.
His what? His
His
what?
gat, his gat, his gat, his gun.
Oh, it's gone.
Get him up there. Come on.
All right,
Join the group. Join the group,
Join that
Copper.
group. Everybody hit the floor. Hit the floor. Lie down.
Sam. Everybody outside, remember?
Pull out everybody outside. Up off of that floor.
Outside, everybody. Come on. Come on, get out of here.
There you go. Okay, line around here, girls.
All right, outside, outside.
All right, everybody.
What are you doing with that?
Taking out my savings.
Well, why? The bank is safe now.
Listen, I'm not leaving my money in any bank that's this easy to rob.
Give me that. For heaven's sake. What's the matter with you? Some kind of...
Oh, Mr. Mooney, why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Is that who I think it is?
Well, Mr. Mooney, we did it. We got everybody out of here. We stopped the run on the bank.
Well, that's only fair. You started it.
Oh, well, anyway, everything came out even. Come on, let's go change our clothes.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Mooney.
No, you won't.
How's that?
You're fired.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, I can't be fired. I need the money. I need the money for Jerry's tuba, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please, please. Here, here.
I need $10 more.
That's all you're going to get.
Jerry will never forget it, and he's going to be able to march in the band, and he's going to be going, oom-pa-pa, oom-pa-pa, oom-pa-pa.
Please stop pointing that thing at me.
Oh, it isn't even loaded, see? You're a marvelous shot. Do you know that when you shot the gun and hit the button, you went down? Isn't that, Lucy? Isn't that funny? Oh, shut up. What's for breakfast? Toast and coffee. That's all? Well, the kids ate all the oatmeal. It'll do us good to diet a little. Oh, now look, Lucy, I've had nothing but toast and coffee for a week. Pretty soon I'll be skin and bones. Viv, face it, you could lose 30 pounds before your skin even gets near your bones. Let's not get nasty. Oh, where's the butter? And the sugar? Honey, have you any idea how many calories there are in a teaspoon of sugar or a pat of butter? Oh, you're out of those too, huh? Look, Lucy, I pay good money for room and board, and I expect a little more for my breakfast than burned bread and brown water. Mother Hubbard, how long is your cupboard going to be bare? Just a couple of more days until I get my allowance from Mr. Mooney. I just got caught short this month, that's all. Oh, so that's why you stretched that one chicken so many ways this week. Chicken pot pie, chicken a la king, chicken hash. I'm surprised you didn't try to serve us creamed feet. That's a thought. Oh, no, you don't. I just can't eat dry toast. And I don't like my coffee black. Oh, I'll have a bite to eat downtown before I get my hair done. Oh, that explains why you're so grumpy. I am not grumpy. Oh, yes, you are now, Viv, honey. But I don't mind. You were always in a foul mood when your roots need retouching. Lucille Carmichael, I will match my roots against your roots any old time. At least mine come in black instead of gray. Is that so? Yes, that's so. Now you listen here, Vivian Bagley. Don't you dare. The boss is here. Talk to me like that.
What kind of sandwiches do we have today, Aunt Lucy?
Delicious peanut butter.
Again?
Well, now it's very nourishing.
It's also very boring.
Gee, Sherman, I don't understand you. To me, peanut butter is the only thing that makes life bearable.
Peanut butter. That's all we eat around here is peanut butter.
Goodbye, dear.
Bye.
I must say, Sherman gets more like you every day. That's right. We're both suffering from malnutrition. Oh, for heaven's sake, Viv, go get your hair done. Don't rush me. I'll go when I'm good and ready. All right. And I'll come back when I'm good and ready. All right. Don't bother to fix lunch for me. I don't think I could take another one of your disagreeable meals. Well, the meals aren't the only thing that are disagreeable around here. Well, if that's the way you feel, maybe I'll stay away for dinner, too. That's fine with me. You can stay away for breakfast, too. Are you suggesting that I stay away permanently? I didn't say that, but if that's what you want, go ahead. Is that what you want? It is, if that's what you want. Well, okay. After I get my hair done, I'm going to find a new place to live. Do that. You just do that. All right, I will. And my roots are just as black as yours are. Oh, hi, Mr. Mooney.
Now, only your hairdresser and I know what in the world is wrong with Mrs. Bagley.
Oh, we just had a terrible fight.
Oh, another one of those.
Well, this one is serious. She got all in a huff just because I didn't have a little pat of butter and a teaspoon of sugar on the table.
Mrs. Carmichael,
she shouldn't
please.
be worried about
Please,
sugar.
I beg of you. Spare me the grubby detail. I came over here to discuss your finances.
Well, I want to have a talk with you, too.
Your financial affairs are in the worst state they have ever been in.
But I need money right away.
The only way you will get any money is to buy a small printing press and learn how to draw a picture of George Washington.
Oh, now it isn't that bad.
Oh, yes, it is. You're spending more than you have. Now, the first thing you have got to do is raise Mrs. Bagley's rent.
Well, that is going to be a little hard to do.
Why?
Because she just decided to move out.
Good grief! Oh, what a tragic loss.
Oh, pooh. I got a lot of other friends.
I wasn't referring to her friendship. I was referring to the monthly check.
Well, I guess this will put a little crimp in things.
Crimp! You were on the verge of bankruptcy.
Boy, a little crimp goes a long way.
The first thing we must do is get you a new tenant.
A new tenant?
I'll put an ad in the paper right now.
Wait a minute. You can't rent Viv's room.
Why not?
Well, it just doesn't seem decent. It isn't even cold yet.
Mrs. Carmichael, give me the phone.
No, I'm not ready to rent Viv's room yet.
Very well. Perhaps you're right. You may need that room later for the sheriff.
The sheriff?
After all, he might as well be comfortable while he's waiting for you to obey the eviction orders.
Oh, Chris, hang that in the closet, will you? I want the house to look nice and neat. Mr. Mooney's bringing someone over to look at the room.
Mom,
Yes, dear.
do we have to rent to some stranger?
Oh, I'm afraid so, honey. We need the money.
Do you think Aunt Viv will ever come back?
Well, it doesn't look like it. Haven't heard a word from her since she huffed out of here with all of her clothes.
Well, Sherman told Jerry they're just miserable in that motel.
Who cares?
You do.
There he is. Hello, Mr. Mooney.
Yoo-hoo! Miss Jennifer! They're home. Oh, she's a lovely lady. She's looking for a place for herself and her son. And I've already quoted her a price $5 higher than Mrs. Bagley was paying.
Oh.
Come in, come in. Yeah.
How do you do, Mrs. Carmichael?
Well, how do you do, Mrs. Schaefer?
And this is my son, Bob.
Hello, Bob.
how are you?
And this is my daughter, Chris.
Hello.
Oh, whoa. You know, Mom, I think I'm going to dig this pad. I sure hope our gig lasts a long time.
What'd he say?
He thinks Chris is very attractive, and he hopes our booking at the Elm Tree Inn will be a long one.
Oh, you're in show business.
Oh, yes, yes. Mrs. Schaefer is a singer, and her son plays the drums.
Oh, how wonderful. Well, I sure hope your gig is a long one.
How would you like to see the pad? Room?
I sure
Oh,
would.
well, fine.
It's right up
Yes,
there.
I think I know where it is. Yeah.
Just follow Mr. Mooney. I sure hope you like the room, Mrs. Schaefer.
So do I. If I have to stay one more night in a hotel room, I'll have the heebie-jeebies.
I know. Oh, I hope they decide to stay.
Oh, me too.
Gee, imagine. We'll have real showbiz people living right under our roof. That's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Oh, he sure is.
I see you've changed your mind about having a stranger live here.
Well, he's no stranger. He's a doll.
Well, looks like you have a couple of boarders.
Wonderful.
Oh, boy, that room is a gnat's whistle.
Well, I'm so glad you like it.
Good. Well, it's all settled.
I'll get the stuff out of the car.
I'll help you.
Crazy.
Now then, I have the lease all made out here, so if you ladies will just sign.
Robert, now remember, don't play the cymbals too loud so they can hear Mother sing.
Okay.
And Bill, you know how to come in on that thing. And Marl, you wait for that 1, two, up a lazy. You know how it goes. Hi, Lucy.
Hi.
Fellas, Lucy Carmichael.
Hi.
This is Marl and Bill.
Hello. Hiya, cats. I just know you're going to be a bunch of swinging gates.
What'd she say?
She means play it cool, like nervous, man.
Oh, I'm hip.
Okay, let's get started.
Do you mind if I listen?
Oh, not at all.
Thank you.
I'll turn on the tape.
All right, get that tape on. Okay?
Okay, Mom.
Up a lazy river by the old mill run. Lazy river in a noonday sun. Linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your trouble, dream a dream of me. Up a lazy river where the robin's song greets a bright new morning. We can loaf along, blue skies up above. Everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy we will be. Up a lazy river with me, yeah. Up a lazy river by the old mill run. A lazy river in the noonday sun. Linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your trouble, dream a dream of me. Up a lazy river where a robin's song greets a bright new morning. We can loaf along, blue skies up above. Everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy we will be, yeah. Up a lazy river with me.
Oh, that was just great.
Oh, thank you
Oh,
very
just
much. Wait a minute, boys. That's not quite right.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Chris. How'd the committee meeting go?
Oh, just grim.
What happened?
Well, we still don't have a band for the junior hop. Les Brown and Stan Kenton both turned us down.
Why?
I don't know. We offered them $75.
Well, there must be somebody you can get if you're paying that kind of money.
Yes, but who? We don't have much time. The dance is a week from Friday.
Well, too bad.
Mom?
What?
Do you suppose that I could get Bob and his combo for $75?
The way he looks at you, I think you could get him for free. Although I think his mother might cost a little more.
Well, all we need's the band. I'm going to ask him right now.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hi, sweetheart.
Is the band gonna rehearse again this afternoon?
That's right.
If I have to go up that lazy river one more time, I'll get seasick.
Now, Jerry, they have to practice that because it's their theme song, and they want it to be perfect for tonight's opening.
But they must have played it 100 times.
32. They're paying boarders, and if it's their business if they want to play the same tune over and over.
And over and over and over.
Never mind now.
I'm going to Peter's house. It's so peaceful there. His whole family is tone deaf.
Make sure you get home before dark.
Up a lazy river by the old mill run. Lazy river in the noonday sun. Linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your trouble, dream a dream of me. Up a lazy river where the robin's song greets a bright new morning. We can loaf along, blue skies up above. Everyone's in love. Up a lazy river
Yeah, honey?
Do you have any more of those earplugs?
No, afraid not.
Then I'm going to Randy's.
Just a minute, young man. Let me see that shirt. You're not going anywhere until you put on a clean shirt.
A clean shirt? Randy will think I'm a dude.
You have a long way to go before you become a dude. Now, march.
Lucy, I have something to say. Now, it isn't easy, so I don't want you to say a word until I'm all finished. I came over to apologize for acting so grumpy the other morning. After all, you usually serve pretty good meals, considering the little bit of money that you have to spend on them. I really thought that was delicious chicken hash. And I'm very sorry for what I said about your hair. After all, just between you and me, there are plenty of silver threads among my dyed gold. You know, you are my very best friend, so what do you say we let bygones be bygones, huh? Sherman and I would like to move back in and be your tenants again if you want us to. Well, Lucy, what do you say? Well, honestly, if I'm big enough to come over here and apologize, the least you could do is give me the courtesy of an answer. Oh, you're impossible. I'll never speak to you again as long as I live.
Mom? Oh, Mom!
Yeah, honey.
They stopped rehearsing, so you don't need those anymore.
Oh, thank goodness.
The guys in the band are giving me a ride over to Randy's.
Oh, okay, honey.
And another.
Viv, boy, am I glad to see you.
Glad to see me?
I'll say.
Well, just a minute ago, I came in here and I apologized and I told you I was sorry and you wouldn't even turn around and talk to me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I had my earplugs in my ears.
Oh,
Viv, did you say you wanted to make up?
I sure do.
Oh, so do I. Oh, boy, have I missed you.
You have?
You bet I have.
I missed you, too. Lucy, what's that all? Why were you wearing your earplugs, honey?
Well, I rented your room to a singer, and she rehearses all day with her band.
Mm-hmm.
She's very good, but you can get too much of a good thing.
Oh, poor little thing. You rented my room.
Well, now, it wasn't my fault. It was Mr. Mooney's idea. When he found out that your room was vacant, he almost broke out in hives.
Well, I guess we can't move back in here after all.
Now, wait a minute. Roberta's awfully nice, and maybe if I talked to her and explained things, maybe she'd move out.
Do you really think she would?
Boy, I hope so. Come on, we'll go talk to her right now.
Good.
Lucy, can I talk to you?
I was just coming in to talk to you. Oh, Mrs. Bagley, this is Mrs. Schaefer.
How do you do, Mrs. Bagley?
How do you do, Mrs. Schaefer?
What was it you wanted to talk to me about?
My agent just called. I've got an audition at the Copa in New York Friday afternoon.
Oh, that's just wonderful.
Yeah, but now everything seems to be all whopper-jawed.
Whopper-jawed?
Yeah. You see, if they like me, I have to leave right away. Would you consider letting me out of my lease?
Well, that's a lot to ask, but I think maybe I could do that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Friday afternoon.
What?
Bob promised to play for Chris's dance.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Well, Chris will just have to find another band in a hurry.
Oh, no, she won't. Bob promised us to play for that dance, and I've always taught Bob to keep his promises.
Well, what'll you do? Can you get another band for your audition?
Well, I can't afford another band. I guess it's just goodbye, Copa.
And hello, motel. Now, wait a minute. I know where you can get another band for free.
You do?
Yeah, it's just for the audition, isn't it?
That's all, just for the
Well, now,
audition.
don't you worry about a thing, Roberta. I have just the group for you.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful.
Okay.
Up a lazy river by the old mill run.
No, I haven't played since the Elks Parade 2 years ago, and my lip is still in very good shape.
Oh, brother. I'm surprised Roberta agreed to go ahead with this audition after she heard us play yesterday.
Well, we're better than nothing.
That's a matter of opinion. Well, we can't be too bad, or we wouldn't be auditioning at the Copa. Oh, for heaven's sakes, Lucy. Oh, hi, Roberta.
Hi. Gentlemen, this is not my regular band. These are friends of mine that came over to play for me.
Yes, I'm Lucy Carmichael on the Skins. This is Vivian Bagley on the old 88. And this is Theodore Mooney on the slush pump.
Hi.
I think we'll start off with Bill Bailey. Won't you please come home?
That'll be fine.
Okay. 1, 2, won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I've cried the whole night long. You do the cooking, honey, and I'll pay the rent. You know you done me wrong. And from that rainy evening, you threw me off. Had nothing but a fine tooth comb. Ain't it a shame? I to blame. Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? One, two, after that rainy evening, you threw me out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb. Ain't it a shame? I ain't to blame. Bill Bailey, won't you please come? Bill Bailey, won't you please come? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home?
Roberta, you were great. Just great. And we'd love to have you here at the Copa. I'll see you in the office.
Oh,
Well,
boy,
how
Roberta.
about
Oh,
that?
congratulations,
Oh, she got the
Roberta.
audition.
You got the job. I thought you got our
Oh,
position.
that's great.
Wonderful. Congratulations, dear. We made a few clinkers, but we weren't too bad, were we?
Huh?
We weren't too bad, were we?
Speak up!
We weren't too bad, were we?
Oh, wait a minute.
Say you weren't taking any chances, were you? Oh, that dog. Do you know what time it is? 2 o'clock is right. So why don't you go to sleep? Oh, another sleepless night. Oh, Lucy, this is terrible. This makes 3 nights in a row. Oh, rough yourself. The worst thing is he starts every other dog in the neighborhood to barking.
That's right. None of the other dogs ever barked tonight until this new one moved in. He's the troublemaker. Here we go again. There's Howard McAdams' Pomeranian. And next will be Audrey Simmons' Beagle. And now comes Grandma Sutton's Airedale. There we are. he wasn't going to make it tonight. Oh, Lucy, this is terrible. Well, I've had it. I have had it. I got to do something about it. What's his number? Well, I don't think that dog is listed. I don't mean the dog, I mean his owner. Oh, now you wouldn't wake that poor soul up in the middle of the night to complain. I would love to. What's his name? I don't know. Come on, get your flashlight. What for? We are going to find that dog and his owner. Oh, now why couldn't we find that beast the first thing tomorrow morning? Because we can't find him in the daytime. That's when he rests his voice. No, just forget it, Lucy. I'm not going to go prowling around in anybody's backyard in the middle of the night. Oh, Viv, please. That's the only... Where did I put that flashlight? Oh, come on, Lucy. Let's go home. This is just ridiculous. Oh, come on. As long as we've gone this far, we might as well look at a couple more yards. Listen. It sounds like it came from right in that next yard. Yeah. Well, now that we found him, what do we do? Well, one of us looks at the tag on his collar to see who he belongs to while I hold the flashlight. Oh, come on now, Viv. How can you be afraid of him? He has such nice eyes. How can you tell? Well, all right, I'll do it. Yeah. Well, there now. Hi, fella. Hello. Hello. All we want to do is just look at your tag and find out who your nice owner is, little fella. He's a nice fella, yeah. He's a nice fella. Ah, yeah, nice boy. Nice fella. Can't you find his collar? I can't even find his neck. I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, Viv, stop him! Stop him? We can't let him get away now. Come on, hurry up. Oh, how could we lose a dog as big as that? Why didn't you follow him better, Viv? Well, I'm sorry, Simon Legree. I lost the scent when he crossed the river. Oh, dear. Oh, heaven's sake. Couldn't find him. While we were following him, he was following us.
What's going on? Hi, Nelson.
You know him?
Sure, we're old pals. He's Mr. Mooney's new dog.
Well, I'll just call Mr. Mooney and complain. All right, Jerry, school tomorrow, back to bed. Come on now. Now we know where you live. Now you gotta go home. Come on, Nelson. Home you go. Here you go, boy. Well, I'm gonna call Mr. Mooney. We gotta get this thing settled once and for all.
Now, Lucy, I think you better think this over. If you call Mr. Mooney, he's liable to cut off your allowance.
He may not even know that his dog is keeping everyone awake. Actually, I'll be doing him a favor by telling him. Now, let me call. Go sit down.
Hello?
Mr. Mooney, this is Lucy Carmichael. I hope I didn't disturb you.
Oh, no.
Well, you see, a barking dog has been keeping us awake.
Well,
Thank you for that news bulletin. Good night.
Wait, Mr. Mooney. It's your dog, Nelson. He's kept us awake 3 nights in a row. He's been creating quite a disturbance.
Nelson, a disturbance? That's impossible. Nelson is a thoroughbred.
Oh, I know that, Mr. Mooney, but he does have a very loud bark, and it sets off all the other dogs in the neighborhood. And with all that racket, we just can't get to sleep. I thought you'd want to do something about it.
Oh, I do. You just put your phone by your pillow and I'll sing you a lullaby.
Mr. Mooney, if that's all you plan to do about this, I may have to take action. I may force you to keep that dog quiet.
Oh, and just how do you intend to do that?
Well, I will simply... Well, I'll do something.
If I might make a suggestion, why don't you sue me?
That's a very good idea. I will sue you.
You don't stand a chance. Good night.
You're going to sue him?
That's right.
Oh, Lucy, you haven't got money enough to hire a lawyer?
I will be my own lawyer.
Oh, you poor little thing. You're half crazed from lack of sleep.
Not at all.
But you don't know anything about law.
I don't have to. I'm right. He's wrong. This is a lead pipe cinch. Besides, I've picked up a lot of legal tricks from Perry Mason.
All rise. Be seated. Carmichael versus Mooney.
Are both parties ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you Mrs. Carmichael or are you her attorney?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, sir?
You misunderstood. I asked you whether you were Mrs. Carmichael or Mrs. Carmichael's attorney.
Oh. Your Honor, I'm both. I'm Mrs. Lucille Carmichael, and I am acting as my own attorney.
Very well. Mrs. Carmichael is bringing an action for injunction to abate a nuisance. Will the attorney for the plaintiff please call the first witness? Mrs. Carmichael, you are the plaintiff.
Oh. Your Honor, before I call my first witness, I should like to say that this is no ordinary squabble between two neighbors. Today, we are going to ask a question. Does one man have the right to destroy the peace of mind of an entire neighborhood? And I say to you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the answer is no. No, 1,000 times no.
Mrs. Carmichael, there is no jury.
No jury?
Those are spectators. We usually have a jury in criminal cases.
Well, if keeping a person up half the night isn't a crime, I'd like to know what is.
Mrs. Carmichael, please call your first witness.
Yes, Your Honor. I call Mrs. Vivian Bagley.
Mrs. Vivian Bagley. Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Be seated. Give the court your name and address, please.
Mrs. Vivian Bagley, 132 Post Road.
Now, Mrs. Bagley, will you tell the court, in your own words, the mental and physical anguish that you have experienced because this inconsiderate wretch has let his undisciplined beast yowl the entire night?
Well, I haven't been able to sleep at night. And the other morning, I overslept. and I missed the biggest sale that was ever on at Dee Dee's dress shop.
I didn't know Dee Dee had a sale.
Oh, yeah, she had alligator bags at half price.
You're kidding.
Yeah, but they were all picked over. I know they were all picked over when
I
got
have
there.
had a pair of alligator
I know
shoes
that.
for 6
I thought
months
it
and
was
needed a bag.
Why don't you? I think they were.
Mrs. Carmichael, this seems most irrelevant.
Yes.
Shall we get on with the testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. Mrs. Bagley.
Yes.
Would you care to tell us what happened last Thursday night?
Yes, well, last Thursday night, this dog was barking, and you and I...
Mrs. Bagley, will you be specific, please? Tell the court who you is.
I is Vivian Bagley.
I meant tell the court who went with you.
You did. Oh, Lucille Carmichael went with me.
Yes. Continue, please.
Last Thursday night, we heard this dog barking, and Lucille Carmichael and I went out to see if we could find it. And all of a sudden, we went down an alley, and we heard this dog barking nearby. And we went around a corner, and there sat Mr. Mooney's dog, Nelson, just as guilty as sin.
Your witness, Mr. Weitzman.
Mrs. Bagley, you said that you heard a dog bark, then you went around the corner and you saw Nelson. Is that correct?
That is right.
Then you didn't actually see Nelson bark.
No, we didn't actually see him. But then, of
So
course...
actually, you don't know if it was Nelson barking. It could have been another dog entirely.
Yeah, it could have been,
No
but...
more questions.
The witness may step down.
You were a big help.
He's tricky.
Call your next witness.
I call Mrs. Lucille Carmichael to the stand.
Mrs. Lucille Carmichael. Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
State your name and address, please.
Mrs. Lucille Carmichael, 132 Post Road. Now then, Mrs. Carmichael, have you ever sued any of your neighbors before? No. No, I never have. Would you say that normally you sleep very well? Oh, yes. Just like a log. Very well, then. Will you tell the court, in your own words, what took place last Thursday night? I would be very happy to tell the court.
Mrs. Carmichael, is it absolutely necessary to have this incessant jumping back and forth? You're making the bench nervous.
Well, Your Honor, if you don't mind, please, it makes it a lot easier for me to go back and forth like that, because then I can tell if I'm witnessing or plaintiffing.
Continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. What was that last question again? Tell the court, in your own words, what took place last Thursday night. Well, I was awakened around 2 o'clock in the morning by the barking of all the dogs who live in the neighborhood near our house, led off, as usual, by the ringleader. So my friend, Mrs. Bagley, and I went out to see if we couldn't find this beast, and we finally tracked him down. I see. And is the owner of that dog in the courtroom? Yes, he is. Will you point him out? That man there. Are you sure? I'm positive. Thank you. Your witness.
Mrs. Carmichael, you have testified that you made a long search of the entire neighborhood.
That's right.
Can you prove this?
Mrs. Bagley was with me every minute.
Then, if you and Mrs. Bagley were together every minute, she was also with you when she heard the dog bark.
That is correct.
Then, actually, you didn't see who was doing the barking.
No, I certainly did
No
not.
more questions.
Wait a minute.
You may step down. Now, before we call the defense, do you have any more witnesses, Mrs. Carmichael?
Well, not at this time, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'd like to request a recess.
On what grounds?
I'd like to present some new evidence.
Very well. This court will recess for 1 hour.
You really have some new evidence?
No.
Then why did you ask for a recess?
Well, that's what Perry Mason always does when he gets in a jam.
Be seated.
Mrs. Carmichael, do you have any more witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor, I do, but they're not here yet. Your Honor. Is it too soon for another recess?
Yes. Does the defense wish to call a witness?
Just one, Your Honor. Mr. Theodore Mooney.
Theodore Mooney, take the stand. Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Always.
Name and address, please.
Theodore J. Mooney, 429 Elm Street.
Mr. Mooney, do you own a sheepdog named Nelson?
I do.
Have you ever heard him bark at night?
Never.
Oh, honestly.
No more questions. Your witness.
Now, Mr. Mooney, you say your name is Theodore J. Mooney?
Yes.
And you live at 429 Elm Street?
Yes.
And you have a dog named Nelson?
Mrs. Carmichael, you already know my name and address and the fact that I have a dog named Nelson. That is why we are here in this court.
Your Honor, I believe we have a very uncooperative witness here.
You bet your sweet life you have.
See?
You will kindly answer the questions to the best of your ability.
Where were you Thursday night?
I was at home asleep.
The whole time? You expect this court to believe that you slept while your dog was keeping the entire neighborhood awake with his ruff ruff?
Mrs. Carmichael, my dog does not go ruff, ruff. He may occasionally go.
He goes ruff ruff.
He goes.
Ruff ruff.
Shall we continue? It is absolutely irrelevant whether the dog says woof, woof, or...
Well, now then.
Your Honor, I move for an immediate dismissal. Mrs. Carmichael has failed to prove her charges that Mr. Mooney's dog, Nelson, had anything to do with the nuisance she claims took place in the neighborhood.
No more questions.
You may step down.
Your Honor, I have a last-minute surprise witness.
Mrs. Carmichael, you have had sufficient time to introduce your witnesses. This court has been very patient with your case.
But, Your Honor, you wouldn't want to stand in the way of justice, would you?
Well, I didn't actually have that in mind. No. Call your witness.
I call Nelson Mooney to the stand.
Nelson Mooney, take the stand.
Nelson, you watch what you say.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Joe, that was not necessary.
Now, Your Honor, I will attempt to prove that when Nelson barks, it starts a whole chain reaction of other dogs barking.
Well, that's a very interesting theory, Mrs. Carmichael, but won't it be a little difficult to prove without the other dogs?
I have the other dogs. They are stationed throughout the courthouse. Howard McAdams' Pomeranian is in the mayor's waiting room. Audrey Simmons' Beagle is in the park commissioner's office. Grandma Sutton's Airedale is in the lobby, and the Hamilton police dog is where, Viv? In the sheriff's office. Oh. I had to put the police dog in the sheriff's office. It was... Your Honor, I will now demonstrate what happens when Nelson barks.
I think this has gone far enough.
Now, just a moment, if you don't mind. Oh, Your Honor, Nelson only barks when everybody is asleep. So would you all please close your eyes?
Everyone will please close their eyes.
Thank you.
No, we will not close our eyes.
Oh, well, it was just a thought. You can open your eyes. Okay, Nelson boy. You know what to do now, Nelson. Remember, you're under oath. All right, now, Nelson, speak. Speak. Speak.
This court finds for the plaintiff, Mooney, you're guilty as sin. Court adjourned.
Where is that woman? I distinctly told her I would be here at 10 o'clock.
Well, Friday's her day to drive the kids to school, but I can't imagine what's keeping her so long. Is there a problem?
I want to discuss this counter check she signed at Dee Dee's dress shop. Apparently, she thought because I was out of town, I wouldn't find out about it.
Oh, now, Mr. Mooney, I'm sure she wouldn't try to keep anything from you.
Oh, no? Oh, no? Well, just listen to this. Dear cashier, be a love and clear this before you know who gets back. Isn't that pathetic?
Just relax. Sit down.
Oh, how I envy other bankers. I have Lucille Carmichael's account. All they have to worry about is shortages, inflation, and being held up. Well, it's about time, Mrs. Carmichael.
Lucy, where have you been?
I had the most marvelous flat tire.
I want to discuss
The
this check.
handsomest, most charming man in the world stopped and fixed it for me.
Oh, well, that was a lucky little puncture.
He's a bachelor. He drives the most beautiful sports car, and he's so
Italian.
Now, what I want to know is what you thought you were doing when you made this ridiculous notation on the... what's the matter with your hand?
That's the one he kissed.
It's also the one that signed this check behind my back.
Lucy, what's his name?
Umberto Fabriani. Umberto Fabriani.
Now, this notation, Umberto Fabriani, the Italian millionaire who just moved into town?
Millionaire?
He's a millionaire?
Oh, several times over.
You've heard of him, Mr. Mooney?
Who hasn't heard of the firm Fabriani and Fabriani?
Oh, good. There's two of them. Dibs on the other one.
Mrs. Bagley, the other one is Umberto's father. He's quite old.
Is he under 100?
I have been trying to meet him for a week to get their business for my bank. Now, would you introduce me?
Well, now, I might casually bring up your name at dinner if there's a lull in the conversation.
You're having dinner with him?
Well, he doesn't speak much English, but I think he asked me for dinner and the opera.
Oh, when?
Well, I'm not quite sure. He said dama or domina or domine or something like that.
Domenica?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, Domenica means Sunday.
Sunday. Thank you. Hey, where'd you learn to speak Italian?
Oh, I picked up a few words in the army.
Oh.
Now, Mrs. Carter. How about it? Would you arrange a meeting for me?
Well, I don't know. Say please.
Please.
Say pretty please.
Pretty, please.
How's the Italian lesson coming?
Oh, pretty good. Listen to this. Buonasera. Signor Fabriani. That means good evening.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. No capisco. That means I don't understand.
Well, that's gonna come in handy. Go on.
Well, that's all I learned so far.
Well, at the rate you're going, you're not going to be able to speak Italian by Sunday night.
Well, I'm trying, Viv. I'm studying very hard. And I'm tired. You know, I don't blame the kids for not wanting to do their homework. Who's that? You get it, will you?
Yeah.
Buonasera. I'm Umberto Fabriani.
Oh? You have the wrong night. The wrong night.
Grazie. I wait, Signora Carmichael. Yes?
Oh, no. Oh. No, you can't wait. You're supposed to be here Sunday.
Mi dispiace, ma non capisco l'inglese.
Sunday. Sunday. Domenica.
Domenica. No, not Domenica. I say domani.
Domani?
Domani, come si dice in inglese domani? Oh, tomorrow.
Now, look. Yesterday, you asked Senora Carmichael to go and have dinner with you and see the opera tomorrow, and that is today. So you've certainly... She's upstairs changing her clothes. You go out and take a little walk and come back in about 10 minutes, huh?
Oh, grazie. Grazie. I wait.
Oh, no, you can't wait here. Oh, you know, capisco. No capisco?
No
capisco,
capisco, no.
huh? I don't know Chisco either. Well. I am Signora Vivian Bagley.
Oh, mi scusi, molto piacere, signora.
kitchen, Kay, while you amstray up the air stay and get estray.
Come?
Oh, you're Italian. I was speaking Spanish. The kitchen. Come on, go out to the kitchen with me. The kitchen. I'll fix you an espresso while you're...
Oh, espresso.
Espresso.
No, grazie. No espresso.
Oh. Car. She said that you have a beautiful car. Would you take it outside? Take me outside?
Non capisco.
No capisco car. Beep, beep.
L'automobile.
L'automobile? Oh, take me outside, show me your l'automobile. Lucy says you have a marvelous l'automobile. I've always wanted to see an Italian
Oh,
l'automobile.
no. Ho preso un taxi.
You took a taxi.
Sì, ho preso un taxi, sì.
Well... I was fanning my feet. Sometimes my toes get awful hot. Which way is Italy? Is Italy over that way? You know, if I went out the front door, I wouldn't know which way to start to Italy.
Non capisco.
No capisco Italy. Well, I just love to go what is the Italian word for ghost?
Grazie.
Italiano, the whole thing.
You like fettuccine Antonio, costolette di agnello o maiale arrosto con patate? Eh?
Well, it's hard to choose. They all sound so yummy. You order for me. You for me. You order for me.
Con piacere. Tony?
Ah, sì, signor Fabriano.
Tony, facciamo presto perché dobbiamo andare all'opera.
Sì.
2 polpi fritti, tortellini alla bolognese e maiale arrosto. Eh?
I'm taking off my gloves. Both of them. Buonasera.
Buonasera.
You have a very nice name, Umberto.
Umberto. Umberto Fabriani.
Umberto Fabriani. I did it. Umberto Fabriani. That tickles my tongue. Oh, you can call me Lucy. Me, Lucy.
Ah, in italiano Lucia. Bellissimo.
Ah, Lucia.
Sì.
2 polpe fritte. Ecco.
Oh.
Come sono i polpi?
Buonissimi.
My. This is so delicious. It has a marvelous flavor.
That's very interesting. Most Americans don't like fried octopus.
Mrs. Carmichael, good evening. So nice to see you.
Oh, hi, Mr. Mooney. Signor Umberto Fabriani, Signor Theodore Mooney.
Buonasera. Piacere di conoscerla.
Molto piacere, signor Mooney.
Prego, prego.
Grazie.
Mr. Mooney, Umberto and I are having a little language problem. Would you like to join us and act as interpreter? If you promise not to talk about business.
I promise. I promise. Well. Here. Oh. Vi farò da interprete.
Ah, benissimo. Meno male che è arrivato lei.
Yeah.
Senta, vuol dire alla signora che è una delle donne più simpatiche che abbia mai conosciuto.
Thinks you're one of the most fascinating women he's ever met.
Really? Well, you tell him I think he's the most charming man I ever met.
La signora dice lo stesso di lei.
Grazie. E le dica che ha gli occhi azzurri come il Mediterraneo.
What did he say?
Says you have eyes as blue as the Mediterranean.
Oh, they aren't that blue.
Le dice che non so. Oh, sia
Mr. Mooney, tell him that I am studying Italian so we can have some nice long talks together and get to know each other better.
No, sta studiando l'italiano.
Oh.
A proposito, se ha bisogno di me, sono alla Danfield Bank.
Oh, grazie.
I didn't say anything about the Danfield Bank. You promised not to talk business. You're a bilingual sneak.
Mia moglie ed io saremmo felicissimi di avervi per cena al nostro club stasera.
Oh, grazie, volentieri, ma se la signora Carmichael è d'accordo.
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, I asked him if the two of you would care to join Irma and myself at the country club tonight. It's our annual St. Patrick's Day dance. And he said it would be entirely up to you.
Well, you know, it might be fun to go to the St. Patrick's Day dance.
Oh, good. La signora dice, d'accordo, possiamo andare al club.
Oh, benissimo, bene.
You know, I can hardly wait to see the looks on the women's faces when I walk in that dance with him.
Anche lei non vede l'ora. Scusi.
E guardi qui.
Buonissimo.
Oh, may I? Oh, bellissimo!
Thanks a lot. You certainly fix things up fine.
Well, I didn't mean to.
Oh, mi dispiace.
No, non posso neanche cambiarmi perché l'altro abito da sera all'Oscar Cleaners.
What did he say? What did he say?
Well, he says he can't go to the dance now. His other tuxedo is at Oscar's Cleaners.
Oh, well, why don't we go to the cleaners and get his suit? He can wait here. We'll be back in a jiffy.
They won't be open this late.
Well, now, Oscar stays open late lots of nights.
Oh,
what I said.
Signor
I will
Capriani.
tell him what you're going to do.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Come on, hurry. We gotta get out.
Wait. Arrivederci. It's closed.
It can't be closed.
Well, it is.
Oscar stays open late plenty of time.
Well, he does.
Well, thanks to you, the bank can probably wave bye-bye to $1 million worth of business.
Well, let's not panic, Mr. Mooney.
Don't tell me when to panic!
Now, wait a minute. I know what we can do. We can call Oscar at home. I've known him for years, and I'm sure he'll be glad to come down here and open it up for us.
All right. What's his home phone number?
Well, I don't know, but it must be in the book. There's a phone.
Oh, all right. Yeah, what's his name?
Oscar.
Oscar. Oscar what?
Oscar the cleaner.
Cleaner can hardly be his last name. Now, you've known him for years. You must remember his name. Now, think.
Oscar...
Think!
I am. Oscar,
All right. Now, take it easy. We'll work this out now. Take it easy. Now, just concentrate.
All right.
Concentrate?
Yes.
All right. Now, you have some dresses that need cleaning, and you go into the shop.
I go into his shop.
You say, "Hi, Oscar."
Hi, Oscar.
You put the cleaning on the counter.
I put the cleaning on the counter.
And then you say, "How's Mrs.?"
How's Mrs.? He's not married.
All right. We'll try again. Now, he gives you the laundry you left last week.
I didn't leave any laundry last week.
Pretend you left it!
All right. I left some laundry last week.
All right, now, you write him a check.
I write him a check.
Payable to?
Payable to?
Oscar!
I always pay cash.
Oh! You're not thinking!
I am too thinking!
Well!
I never did know his last name. To me, he's always been Oscar the cleaner.
Oscar hasn't...
I can't help not knowing his last name. Hey. Hey.
What?
Hey, I know how we can find out his last name. The florist ought to know. Why don't you call him?
Good. What's his name?
Merle.
Merle what?
Merle the florist.
Why do I ever listen to you? All right, I'll handle this. There's one person in this town who knows everybody's name. All we have to do is call George the mailman. George the M.
See?
What are you doing?
Well, I thought maybe I could find his name on something.
Good thinking.
Hey,
Huh?
there's a bowling trophy on the shelf. That's got to have his name on it.
Well. Yeah.
Oh, the printing is too small. I can't read it.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
See it back there?
Yeah.
Can you read it?
I could if this was a bifocal window.
I'll call Viv at home.
Look, if we can't read it from here, she certainly can't read it from your home.
I meant that I'll have her bring our binoculars. Give me a dime.
Oh, binoculars?
Yes.
Oh, there we are. There's a dime.
I got it, Mr. Mooney. Oscar's last name is Steigers. Look it up in the book.
Hey, are you sure that's his name?
Look for yourself.
All right.
Just a minute.
All right. Oh, Mrs. Carmichael, you've done it again. His name isn't Oscar Steigers. That's the name of his bowling team, Oscar's Tigers.
Well, call Chicago.
Chicago?
Yes, the National Bowling Company. That's their trophy, and they'll know the names of all the bowlers that were on the team.
In Chicago?
Yes, go call them.
I don't have enough change to call Chicago.
Well, go to the bank and get some.
Yeah.
And hurry.
All right, I'll hurry.
Oh, I sure want to get to that St. Patrick's Day dance.
I know.
Hey. Viv, look. Oscar left his skylight open. So? Uh-oh. Have we still got that tow rope in the back of the car?
We have, and not on your life.
Okay, then, you lower me.
I'm not going to be on either end of that rope.
Oh, Viv. Now, we could do that. It's so important for me to get his suit out.
Oh, look who's here.
Bonasera.
Buonasera. Scusate l'eleganza, ma ho dovuto spogliare Tony Di Bello.
Oh, he must have borrowed Tony DeBello's suit. Well, don't you worry. We're going to get your suit.
Bonasera.
Oh, knock it off. Come with me now. Come on.
All I could find were nickels. Coming out of the bank, the sack broke.
Oh, well, we don't need him now.
You don't need them.
No. Lucy's up on the roof.
On the roof?
With Umberto.
Umberto?
Yes, he's going to lower her through the skylight on a long rope.
Skylight?
What do you...
La signora Carmichael è caduta in una vasca di tintura verde. Andiamo, venga.
What'd he say?
He said Mrs. Carmichael fell into a vat of green dye.
Oh, the poor little thing.
Poor
Out of my... We have to get her out of there.
No.
We just have to get her out of there.
Too bad.
Yes. Oh, don't pick him up now. Lucy?
Lucia?
Mrs. Carmichael?
Poor little green thing. Help her out. Get her out. Get her out of there. Help her out. Oh, Mom. Oh, easy now. Easy with her. Oh, Mom. Oh. Put her down. Don't cry, honey. At least you're the right color for the St. Patrick's Day dance.
Mooney for controller, campaign headquarters. Yo, sit.
Oh, thank you.
Honey, I gotta have that right away now. Come on. That's fine. Very good. All right? Good, thank you.
Hold it, just a moment. Let's see what you... Vote for Mooney. Oh, doesn't that do something to you? Go out, spread that around.
Oh,
spread it
Mr.
around.
Mooney, Mr.
Yes.
Mooney. I want you to see the billboard we're going to be putting up on top of the Curry building.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be just like this, only 9 feet high and 15 feet wide.
Well, that looks fine, Paul, fine. Oh, you have such a sincere face. How could anyone resist voting for you?
I still don't know what we're doing here. The way Mr. Mooney feels about you, he's not going to want us to work for him.
Viv, candidates always need volunteer workers. He will welcome us with open arms.
He will probably welcome us with a closed fist.
Oh, Viv.
Lucy, why do you really want to work for him?
Well, I've always wanted to get into politics.
Oh.
Politics is very exciting, and this is my chance to get into the thick of things. Hey, look at these. Aren't they cute? Oh, look. Save money with Mooney.
That's very cute.
Hey, Paul.
Oh, hooray for Mr. Mooney, our next controller.
Thank you. What are you doing here?
Now, we want to offer our services as volunteers. We want to climb on your bandwagon.
I didn't think my opponent would stoop so low.
What do you mean?
How much is Ed Harley paying you to come over here and work for me?
Mr. Mooney, we think you're the best man for the office. We want to help you get elected.
You really want to help me get elected?
Yes.
Then go and work for Ed Harley.
Oh, now, let's not be hasty. Don't forget, I have a lot of influence with several women's groups. The Women's Volunteer Fire Department, that's 24 votes. The Danfield Women's Club, that's 32 votes. And the Gardening Society, that's at least 50 votes.
24 and 32, that'd be 56, and 50 would be 106 votes. Welcome to my band. Nice.
New volunteers for our campaign, huh?
Yes. Oh, I beg your pardon, ladies. This is my campaign manager, Mr. Roney, Mrs. Carmichael, Mrs. Bagley.
Well, now let's get this campaign rolling. Where is that smoke-filled room? Oh, I've been working on some slogans for you. Listen to this. Tippecanoe and Theodore, too. Or a chicken in every pot and a Mooney in every garage. How about? Or would you like me to be where I can mold public opinion and sway the voters with my silver tongue? Vote for Mooney. Mooney is the man. Mooney is the one with the
Carmichael, Mrs. Carmichael. We may want you to make some speeches later on. But right now, we'd like you to help us with our rally for Saturday afternoon.
Oh, good. We'd be glad to produce the whole show for you, won't we, dear? We've had a lot of experience with the PTA and the scout groups. Now, what kind of entertainment would you like?
Well,
The entertainment is already arranged.
Oh.
Yes, we're going to get the services of the Scottish Pipers, the world-famous Scottish Pipers, to point up our theme of thrift.
Oh. Well, what would you like us to do for the rally?
Well,
Well, now, I know you can send out 3,000 invitations.
3,000 invitations?
Yes, you can lick the envelopes with your silver tongue.
You and your silver tongue. First, we had to lick 3,000 envelopes, and now we have to lick 3,000 stamps. Oh, well, we're almost through. Uh-oh. What's the matter? I swallowed a stamp.
I'm going to lunch, Lucy. Will you answer my phone till I get back?
Sure will, Sid. Hey, mail these for us, will you?
All righty.
Thank you. You know, Lucille, you were right. Politics is exciting. Who ever thought that I would spend 3 glorious days licking envelopes and stamps? Just stop griping, will you? I have to keep moving my lips or they'll get stuck together.
Where's Sid? I want him to make a call for me.
Oh, well, he went out to lunch. I'll be glad to make the call for you, Chief.
Well, all right. But remember, this is a very important call.
Yes, Chief.
I want you to get hold of the Scottish Pipers at this number.
Right, Scottish Pipers. Okay, Chief.
Talk to Major McFarland, tell him we agree to his terms, and confirm the appearance of his group at the rally Saturday afternoon.
Will do, Chief.
And please don't call me Chief.
Okay, Chief. Mr. Mooney. Gee, he's a nervous wreck, isn't he? You better make that call. Oh, yeah. Mooney Campaign Headquarters. You have a problem? Well, I'm in charge of the office. You can tell me. What do you mean you can't put up that billboard? It was supposed to be put up this morning. But we're counting on you.
What's wrong?
That was the man that was supposed to put up that billboard. His wife is voting for Ed Holly, and she said if her husband put up that sign, she'd lock him out of the house. I'll say it is. That billboard is very important. It's right in the middle of town, on top of the Curry building. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. Vivian, we are going to put up that billboard ourselves.
Lucille, I am not going to get up on top of that high building now. I'm afraid I'll fall off.
You can't fall off.
Why not?
Because if you do, I'll have to put the sign up myself. Vivian,
What's the matter?
you got the Y on upside down.
Oh, dear. You know it's awful hard to see what these things are when you're up so close, Lucy.
I know. Hurry up and change it. You know it's getting dark. We're going to have to get Mr. Mooney's face on there.
I feel like I spent half my life up here, girl.
Listen, I'll do the pasting up here, and you hand me the stuff. That way it'll go faster.
Okay.
Look out. Be careful.
Up.
Don't touch it.
All right. Now, you know, it looks to me like our political career's in an awful rut. Every time I look around, we're pasting something. All righty. You ready? Yep. Now, this is the side of his head.
Okay. There. Yep. All right. Yep, I'm ready for the other piece. Give me the next piece now.
Now, that is the center of his head.
I don't know how you can tell. This poor man's had his skull split right open.
There. Are you ready? Yep. Now, that is the right side of his head.
Oh,
Right side of his head. Yeah, right over there. Here, that's it. That's it.
You'll have to move over, Viv. You're
Yes,
sitting
yes,
on my foot.
Need any help?
Yes, but not yours.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Where's his left ear?
His left ear.
Huh? And here's his left eye.
Okay.
And this is his right eye.
Right.
And this is his left ear. It's going much faster now.
What's that?
That is his nose. That way. You turn it around. That's it.
Looks like it was put on hot and it ran.
Okay? Help you? Now that is the left side of his face.
The left side of his face. There we are.
And this is the right side of his face.
Well, I think it's part of his mustache. Good.
Dark. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, boy, that was a job, huh? Yeah. Lucy, one of them's cut loose. What? One of them's cut him loose. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Need any more glue or anything?
I don't know. That's it. There we are. Ready? Yeah, be careful down those steps. Gee, Mr. Mooney's going to be very grateful to us for this. Yeah.
Looks like we're out of politics before we even got started.
Yeah, it's pretty humiliating to have your political career blighted just because of a mixed-up sign. I didn't think his face looked so bad. I thought it kind of gave him character.
Well, Mr. Mooney certainly didn't think so.
Boy, he was mad.
I don't think I ever saw his face exactly that shade of purple.
He looked like an angry eggplant.
Well, Lucy, if the rally is a big success, you'll forget all about that billboard and give us our jobs back, I'll bet.
Yeah.
You know, the crowd's going to be crazy about those Scottish pipers.
Yeah, the Scottish...
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
What? I forgot to confirm the date for the Scottish Pipers.
Oh, Lucy.
I forgot to call them.
Oh, Lucy.
I didn't confirm the date.
Where'd you put the number?
Where's the number?
Where'd you put the number?
I don't know what I
Did you
did
file
with
it away? Did you
I don't know what I did with it.
Here, there it is. Oh, Lucy.
He'll kill me.
Yes.
He'll kill me.
Well, yeah.
Hello? Hello, Major McFarland. I'm calling to confirm the engagement of the Scottish Pipers at the Mooney Rally tomorrow afternoon. So if you'll just come around 3 in the... Oh, Major. Oh, but... Well, I know that, sir, but, sir, we were counting on... Oh, I see. Goodbye.
I don't think I want to know what happened.
We didn't call, confirm the date, so they took another engagement.
Lucy, tell me the truth. What is the opposition paying you to work for Mr. Mooney?
Now you cut that out,
Well,
man.
honest to goodness of all the things to bungle up.
Listen, I'm going over to see Major McFarland.
Why?
I'm going to get him to change his mind. I don't know how, but I'm going to get him to change his mind. Now, come on. Don't you worry, Chief.
Pardon me, I'm Major McFarland.
Oh,
is
you're
there
Major.
something I can do for you?
How do you do, Major McFarland? This is Vivian Bagley.
How do you do?
And I'm Lucy McPherson.
How do you do, Miss McPherson?
I'm sorry to barge in like this, but I'm from the Mooney campaign headquarters, and Major McFarland, couldn't you rearrange your dates and play at our rally like you were supposed to?
Oh, I'm sorry, lassie. You see, when we didn't get the confirmation, I had to make other plans.
Oh, the confirmation,
Aye.
yes. Well, poor Jocko, he slipped up on that.
Jocko?
Yes, Jocko Mooney.
I thought his name was Theodore.
Aye, that's his formal name, but the fine Scotsman that he is, all his friends call him Jocko.
You know, I hate to disappoint a man by the name of Jocko, but, oh, lassie, I can't do it. I've got another obligation.
Oh, well, I understand, Major. But, Jocko won't be the only one that's disappointed if you don't show up. It's going to be a big blow to my 93-year-old grandmother, Jeannie McFarland.
Your grandmother's a McFarland?
Aye, isn't that right, lassie?
Oh, faith and big order.
to hearing the sweet lilting music of the bagpipes just once more. 93, you know.
93?
93 summer.
Well, now, you know, I wonder, could your granny and I be from the same clan?
Well, now, what part of Scotland are you from?
Oh, I'm from just outside of Aberdeen.
Aberdeen?
Aye.
So was she.
She is. You know, I was born in a wee village called Glencannon.
Glencannon. So is she.
Oh, I can't believe it. I think I should meet someone whose grandmother was born in Glencannon.
How about?
Oh, it's a bonny village.
I know from what Granny tells me it's the bonniest.
Hey, did she tell you about the mist on the moors?
Aye, and the sunshine on the heather.
Aye, and the grouse on the wing.
Aye, and the Robert on the burn. Aye, the sunshine on the heather.
You know, it's a joy to meet someone who knows of Glencannon. It's an awful hard place to find, you know.
Oh?
Hey, you go to Aberdeen, and then you take the high road.
And I'll take the low road. And I'll be in Scotland afore ye, for me and my true love will never meet again. On the bonny, bonny banks of the
You know that was real bonny. You fair touched my heart.
Then you'll change your mind and appear at the rally?
No. I would if I could, but I can't.
You would if you could, but you can't.
Aye.
Well, if you canna, you canna.
Aye. Well, I must get back to work. But it was a real pleasure to meet you both.
Thank you.
And give my regards to Jeannie McFarland.
Who?
Jeannie McFarland.
Oh, Granny. Oh, I will.
You won't forget, will you?
No, I won't.
All right.
Oh, darn it. I thought I had him when I mentioned Granny.
I knew you'd lost when you mentioned Jocko and he didn't lay down and be.
What if just 2 of the Pipers group showed up? I wonder if that would save the day for Jocko Mooney. Lucy, shh, Viv, you got to save all you win for the bagpipes.
And now here he is, the man who is running on a platform of thrift and economy, your next city controller, Theodore Mooney.
Scottish Pipers, why haven't they shown up yet?
I'll check on them right away.
Yes, if they don't show up, we're sunk. Thank you, fellow citizens, thank you. If I may add a jocular note on this occasion, I hope my legs won't make any of you change your minds about voting for me. After all, I'm running for controller, not for Miss America. Seriously, folks, this happens to be my family's tartan. I come from a long line of people noted for their good sense in exercising thrift, something I promise you in government if I am elected. And furthermore, there will be... Pardon me. Look, I want to... Why are there just two of you gentlemen? I made arrangements for the...
And just who might you two lads be?
Oh, us lads is lassies.
Yeah. I'm Lucy McPherson. I didn't think you were going to make it.
Well, you see, at the last minute, I did a wee bit of juggling.
Oh, bless your wee bit of juggling.
Major, your group was marvelous.
Well,
marvelous.
thank you.
Why don't we do a Highland fling?
A good idea.
Have you boys secured the wigwam cover?
All set, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, good. Oh, that's fine. Well, you fellas certainly have done a good job in setting up camp. Now, when Joe Davis arrives with the rest of the troop, we'll get to work. Fellas, come in. Gather around. Let's get today's activities all lined up. Now then, you know that in order to complete our project on Indian law, we are going to have to learn to shoot a bow and arrow, we're going to learn canoeing, Indian style, and we are going to hunt for Indian relics. Now, is that clear? If we all do that, then Den 8 wins a free trip to the World's Fair.
Dad, you forgot about trekking in the woods.
Tracking in the woods. How could I forget tracking in the woods? That is my specialty. I can find my way out of any woods in the world just by exercising a few simple little tricks. Now, for example, what do we... Oh, come over here to the tree. Come on, fellas, quickly, over here. Now, you see that moss? That tells me that north is that way.
But, Mr. Mooney, according to my compass, north is that way.
That is impossible.
And that isn't even moss.
That isn't even... Oh, well, that explains it. See, it isn't moss. Now, fellas, come around now. We'll get everything stacked up here because when the rest... Oh, hello. Hello, boys. Come on. Right over there. You get everything all lined up there. That's right. Joe. Joe. Mrs. Carmichael, Mrs. Bagley. Where is Joe Davis?
Well, Margaret Davis called last night at midnight and said that Joe couldn't be here because he had to have his appendix out.
And we didn't want to disappoint the boy, so we came in his place.
Yeah. Oh, well, then you go right back home because this is no place for women.
We're not women, we're den mothers.
Well, surely some other father could take Joe's place.
We tried to get another den dad, but we couldn't find one.
You couldn't find one den dad to do it?
We tried every den dad in Danfield. We must have dialed a dozen different den dads.
You dialed a dozen different den dads and none of them could do their duty?
You're darn right we did. We dialed a dozen different den dads and they were all disappointed that they couldn't do their duty. But all the den dads we thought that we could depend on were all doing different duties that they had but delayed doing, you know, heretofore. So every time I dialed a den dad, I found it different.
Hold it. We will just have to go back to town, come up here later when some dependable den dad can do it. When some other father can take over. Now, boys, I'm sorry. We have to go back to town.
Now, Mr. Mooney, don't be too late. Next weekend is the meeting of the pack when all the dens turn in their projects.
Yeah, we need this trip to complete our project on Indian lore.
Yeah, our den hasn't completed one project all year.
We may be the first Cub Scouts to ever be court-martialed.
Yes, now, Mr. Mooney, this is very important. You know, every den that completes its project gets a free trip to the World's Fair.
I know it's important, but I can't be responsible for so large a group all by myself.
You won't be by yourself.
No, we'll follow your orders, Sagamore.
Sagamore?
Well, that's Indian for leader of the clan. Come on, Mr. Mooney, say they can stay.
Well, it's against my better judgment, but I don't like to disappoint the boys.
Of course you don't.
All right, you can stay.
Hey, come here. Should we give Mr. Mooney the grand howl? Yeah. All right, now I want to hear from the Bobcats and the Wolves. Let's hear it for Mr. Mooney.
Thank you for the grand howl. Now, all right, now let's get busy. Let's get to work. Will you two help us take the canoe and put it in the lake?
Okay,
In the lake.
Sagamore.
Good. Meanwhile, fellas, we will start with bow and arrow practice. Get the bows right over there. Oh, Mrs. Carmichael, where are the arrows? Joe Davis, you know, he was in charge of the arrows.
Oh, the arrows.
Yes, the arrows. Yeah. Out of the way there, boys. That's right.
Whoop.
Where the...
Did you hang on to
Yes,
those?
yeah.
Now, let's see.
Mrs. Carmichael.
Yeah.
I don't like to disappoint you, but this is a very poor location for a souvenir stand.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, these are our Indian costumes. I thought that we should wear them while we're on this project because it helps get into the spirit of things, you know. Yeah, it helps their imagination.
Their imagination.
And I think all those things are important.
They are important when you get the arrows.
Oh, yes.
That's important, the arrows, yes.
I know. Where did I put those arrows?
Well, I don't...
Oh, I know. I didn't put them in here because I was afraid they'd get broken.
Oh, dear. The arrows, where are the arrows?
On my kitchen table.
Oh, fine. Well, fellas, so much for practice with bow and arrow. Now, all right, never mind. Now, I will take you on that hike, I promise you, and we will look for Indian relics. Now, you get your canteens and your compasses, and you... Will you two kindly put that canoe in the lake as I asked you to do?
Yes, sir.
You'll do that, all right. Now, I've made a study of it, fellows, and I am sure that this whole area is loaded with arrowheads. I'm going to get my canteen right with you.
Where are you going? This way. No, you go this way, Bill. That's where we came from. The lake is the other way. Oh, come on, Bill. Oh, now, Lucy, you know I can't walk backwards. Oh, for heaven's sake. All right, now, wait a minute. I'll turn around. Okay. All right, now just swing around and go toward the lake, all right? Toward the lake now.
Hold it.
Sagamore! Mr. Mooney, are you in there?
Yes, and I'm going to stay in here. I am not coming out in this ridiculous getup.
Oh, come on, Mr. Mooney. We've all got our costumes on.
Well, oh.
Why, you look perfect.
The only way I'd look perfect would be standing in front of a cigar store.
No, really, you look so authentic. Turn sideways. If you had been born earlier, it would have been your face on that nickel.
Oh, sure.
Hi, Lucy. How do I look? Oh, you look wonderful. Oh. Is that Mr. Mooney? Yes. Well, that's the handsomest Indian I ever saw. See? That's what I was telling you, Sagamore. What does my chief see?
I see Green Valley. I see many herd of buffalo. I I see many flock of turkey for food. I see many fish in waters. I see our canoe drifting in the middle of the lake. I see many peach trees. I see our canoe drifting in the middle of the lake.
It can't be. But it is. How could that have happened?
You probably didn't tie the rope tight enough.
Rope? All you did was take it down and put it in the lake.
You have only been here 1 hour, and already you have mislaid the arrows, knocked over the wigwam, and lost the canoe.
Well, that is something of a grim little record, isn't it?
Is there some reason you don't want these boys to go to the World's Fair?
Oh, of course not, Mr. Mooney.
Oh.
Now, for heaven's sake, we've still got lots of things we could do for the project. We got tracking in the woods. That'll look good on our report.
Oh, all right. I suppose I can take the boys on a hike. Boys, come and get ready for the hike. Braves? Oh, Braves. What was that?
That's the official call. Don't you know anything?
I know I'll never hear out of that ear again. Boys, oh, come on, fellows. We're going on that hike to look for Indian relics. Come on, gather around. Quickly, quickly. Now, I want to demonstrate to you boys the Indian stride. Now, watch carefully. You keep your elbows up high. Heel and toe, heel and toe, heel and toe. Now, this conserves energy. You can walk greater distances without getting tired. You see? All right, now, boys, single file. That's right. Let me see you hit that Indian stride. Forward. Follow me. Come along. Here we go. On we go.
Oh, no, thanks. I'm going to curl up on my buffalo robe and take a nap. Okay, see you later. Righty.
You stay.
Boy, if we got hold of a sour sagamore.
Come on, sit down. Sit with me. Relax for a while.
No, I don't feel like relaxing. You know, I feel awful about losing that canoe.
So do I.
Hey, I don't see it out in the middle of the lake anymore.
Oh?
Must have drifted into shore somewhere. Hey, I'm going to follow the edge of the lake around, see if I can find it.
Well, lots of luck.
Okay, see you later.
Okay.
Oh, save your hoo-hoo. This is the stupidest trick she has pulled yet. Wandering off by herself and getting lost in the mountains.
Now, she didn't do it on purpose. She's just looking for the canoe. I told you that.
Yes, you told me about 20 times. Well, I have had it. We have looked long enough. We might just as well give up and go back to camp.
Oh, no, now. We've just got to find her.
Why?
Oh, Mr. Mooney, now, you don't mean that.
I most certainly do. Now, I have had it. We are going back to camp, call the forest rangers, and report a lost den mother.
Wait a minute.
What?
Look,
Huh?
Lucy's hair.
Oh, and I wanted to be the one to scalp her.
Now, this means she's around here somewhere. Come on, let's go.
All
We'll
right,
find her.
All right. Well, now, let's see. She might be over here behind these rocks.
glad to see you. Lead me back to camp, please. Lucy? What? I'm lost, too. You can't be. Well, okay. Would you like to follow me for a few minutes to see for yourself?
Oh, this is a fine mess. Now we're both lost.
What'll we do?
I don't know.
Did you bring anything to eat with you? No, I didn't know this was going to turn into an all-day picnic.
I'm absolutely starved. About an hour ago, I saw a wild turkey, and I was so desperate I tried to catch him, but he was too fast for me.
How are you going to cook him after you caught him?
Well, I was going to catch him first and worry how to cook him later.
Good thinking.
Listen, we just got to get back to camp or I'm going to faint from hunger. Now, Viv, let's think. Maybe there's something we can remember from the Scout handbook that would show us how to get out of the woods.
I got it. What? Follow the North Star.
Oh, good. Good thinking. Not in the daylight. Viv, I see that turkey again.
Something hitting me.
Oh, it was a big rock.
How do you know?
Well, it must have been a rock. You know, this is an area where they have a lot of avalanches, a lot of falling rocks around here.
I see.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, we're so happy to see you. Do you know that we're both lost now?
Oh?
Yeah, both of us.
Yeah, you better lead us back to camp.
Oh, yeah, sure. Be glad to. Yeah, and we'd better hurry so we can get back before it gets dark.
Yes, sir.
All right, come on.
Now, Mr. Mooney.
Yes?
Mr. Mooney,
Yes.
are you sure you know the way back?
Well, of course. With a veteran woodsman like me, you couldn't go wrong. You're in better hands than if you were with Daniel Boone. Now, come on. We'll go right off this way.
The three of us are lost.
Oh, you're some Daniel Boone.
We'd have been better off with Pat Boone.
Now, being nasty won't help.
Nothing's going to help. We're just going to circle around these rocks the rest of our lives.
Oh, now. All we have to do is stay calm and keep our hopes up. We'll just stay right here in one place, and they're bound to find us.
Who, the vultures?
Tut. Let's not talk like that. Oh, my. This is going to sound nice at the pack meeting. No arrows, no canoe, no tracking, no relics, and no fun.
We fail at everything. We're never going to get to the World's Fair.
We're never even going to get back to camp.
Oh, Viv, we'll get back to camp, all right.
Do you really believe that?
No!
Neither do I.
Now. Indians don't cry.
Well, Indians don't get lost either.
No. Pull yourselves together.
gonna do any good.
Yep. We might as well face the situation.
Sure, we all have to go sometime.
It isn't that I mind going. It's just that I don't want to go over there.
We tracked you, Indian style.
Oh, did you hear that? They tracked us Indian style.
Boy, we've had a swell time.
Really?
We had bow and arrow practice.
No kidding.
Where'd you get the arrows?
We made arrows out of sticks.
You see, Mr. Mooney?
And we found some clean Indian relics.
You did. Buried deep in the hillside, right?
No, right under your wigwam.
Hey, bow and arrow practice, Indian relics and tracking. Our project's going to be a big success after all. Yeah, we're a cinch to get to the World's Fair.
Want us to lead you back to camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I'll lead the way. Everybody single file.
All right, get in there, boys. And remember now, everybody, keep your eye on the person ahead of you. Remember
Follow
that.
me.
Remember that. Now. There we go. All right, let's go. There you go. There you are. That's it. Keep your eyes on the person ahead now. Remember that. Keep your eye on the person ahead of you.
Yes, I
All right, don't forget it. It's very important.
How could you lose 16 Cub Scouts?
I told you to keep your eye on the person ahead of you.
Well, I tried, but Jerry's so little and so quick. Jerry! Our canoe!
Ah, the Now we can paddle across to the camp.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Would you? Hold it. Now, this canoe is built to take only 2 people in safety. So, 2 of us will go across to the camp. 1 of us will come back and get the other.
Okay, Vivian, I'll send somebody
Good.
back for you.
Hold it. I am the one to get in the canoe, at least me, because I am an expert canoeer.
Well, I'm the one that should go first. I've been the one that's been lost out here the longest, and I'm the hungriest.
Oh, no, I have to go because I don't want to stay by myself because I'm the scaredest.
Oh, all right. We'll do this fair and square. We will draw straws.
Okay.
Now, just a minute. I'll find. Here we are. Now, we'll fix this. And there are 2 long ones and 1 short one, and the short one stays. Now,
I'll hold the straws.
you don't trust me, your Sagamore?
Oh, you were impeached as Sagamore a long time ago.
I got a long one.
I got one, too.
Okay, who cheated?
All right. Come on, Mrs.
right.
Bagger. We'll get in. Now, I'll hold it.
You hold
get
it
in.
when I get
Step
in.
in the middle there.
Are you sure it'll only hold 2?
I am absolutely positive. That's right. Now, there
Yeah.
we
Can you
are.
get in there?
Yes, I'm all
Okay.
set. Now,
You won't forget to come back and get me, will you?
no, but it's a tempting thought. All right, Mrs. Bagley.
Shall we
Let's-
go?
Yes, let's shove
Okay.
up. Now, we'll get the paddles out
Listen,
of here.
Mr. Mooney, I don't trust you.
What?
I